Rinse Sentai Kizunager, Bond 11, The Green Ranger and the Difficult Farewell, The Black Hero's Arrival. The story begins in the streets of Japan where Shuji Kataoka, Kizuna Green, is waiting at the bus stop with his friends, Togo, Nagar, Emily, Tsukasa, Logi, Teltina, and Yihira, to introduce them to his parents after coming back during their final job overseas. Meanwhile at the spacecraft known as Shred Dawn, Orgy along with Jadrise, Hangaka, and Bakurenki are having trouble to work together as a team until they sense the black bond plate still around since they thought it was lost when the Heartbreak Prince was defeated as Zetsuen Black. This led to the Ender mates to search for the black bond plate to retrieve the bonded king since it might be their chance to prove themselves to be a better team. Back in Japan, the Kizunagers were introduced to Shuji's parents, Deku and Meggy, who are happy to see Shuji again after being away for years in the military as the Kizunagers left the bus stop to allow Shuji to have some time with his parents. Until then, the Kizunagers received a message from Professor Pythagoras and Oinkbrella that they had detected the black bond plate still roaming around Earth and another world, which made them shocked and confused since they thought it was destroyed during their final battle against the Heartbreak Prince. So now the Kizunagers looked around Japan and Avalost City to search for the black bond plate to prevent the Bansou Enders from retrieving it first as Yihira inserts the Goranger, Jack, and the Battle Fever Legend bond plates into her Kizuna brace to summon the Himasa Sentai Goranger, Jack Denjikatai, and Battle Fever J to help the Kizunagers search around both their worlds a lot easier. Meanwhile at a nearby cafe, Shuji is happy to see his parents again since he always looked up to them as they inspired him to become a military soldier and was happy to know that they'll be together again. But Deku and Meggy tells Shuji that they won't be coming home to Shuji since they were given a new assignment in another country for the next 5 years that they are preparing to deport tomorrow. This made Shuji upset that his parents won't be staying with him in Japan as he has to say goodbye to them again. But Deku and Meggy offer Shuji a chance to come with them on their assignment to help countless lives as they want to train him to be a proper military soldier. This made Shuji extremely happy to know that he was given an opportunity to be with his parents and become a real military soldier to protect the world. But it also meant moving to a different country and leaving the Kizunagers behind to face the Bansou Enders without him. Meanwhile in another world in Avalost City, Togo and his friends are struggling to find the black bond plate since it could have been anywhere across the multiverse until they were attacked by Jadrise, Hangaka, Bakurenki and Orgy, all four now called the Zetsuen Sentai Ender mates, who are also searching for the black bond plate as well as they order the Ngakons to attack the Kizunagers to prevent them from finding the black bond plate first. So now Togo and his friends pull out their bond plates and inserts them into their Kizuna braces to transform into the Kizunagers, red, blue, yellow, pink, night, rise, and magus, to take down the Ender mates and the Ngakons to retrieve the black bond plate. Before they do, just then, Togo inserts the Goranger Legend bond plate into his Kizuna brace to summon the Goranger ball for the Kizunagers to perform the Kizunager Hurricane, All-Star Kizuna attack to take down the Ngakons for good as they face against the Ender mates until they teleported away from the scene to continue their search for the black bond plate. Meanwhile at the Kizunagers' secret base, Togo and his friends receive a message from Shuji to meet him for some big news as he explains to Togo and the others that he'll be moving away to be with his family and begin his new career as an actual military soldier, but he will have to quit being a part of the Kizunagers to do so. This made the Kizunagers shocked to hear that Shuji is leaving the team to be with his parents. But Togo respects Shuji's decision to be with his family since he knows what it feels like to miss someone closest to them as he and the other Kizunagers wants Shuji to be with his family and fulfilling his dream to be an actual soldier to protect countless lives from wars. Just then, Professor Pythagoras and Oinkbrella warn the Kizunagers that the people of Japan are under attack by a bond-ki monster called the Mashin Bond-ki, who possesses the Kiramager bonded ki to inherit its power and alter the Kiramager's timeline, since it is a distraction to prevent Togo and his friends from finding the black bond plate. So now the Kizunagers head out to face the Mashin Bond-ki as quickly as possible to prevent the Ender mates from retrieving the black bond plate, as Shuji has one last fight before he has to move away. In the streets of Japan, Togo and his friends come across the Mashin Bond-ki, who is leading a group of Ingekons to attack the city as they pull out their bond plates and inserts them into their Kizuna braces to transform into the Kizunagers: red, blue, yellow, green, pink, night, rise, and magus, to take down the Ingekons to get to the Mashin Bond-ki. But then an unexpected visitor showed up and tells the Mashin Bond-ki that they will pay, as he pulls out a black bond plate from his pocket and inserts it into his Kizuna brace to transform into the newest member of the Kizunagers, known as Kizuna Black, the warrior of dark redemption. As the Kizunagers were shocked that someone has managed to retrieve the black bond plate first and got a Kizuna brace to allow them to transform, Kizuna Black summons the Pile Gorilla Knuckles to defend himself against the Mashin Bond-ki, as Yihiro was shocked that the user of the black bond plate has full control over it due to it corrupting its user. So now Kizuna Black performs the Pile Kizuna knockout to break through the Mashin Bond-ki's chest and retrieve the Kiramager bonded ki, as it reveals that the bond-ki monster doesn't have a host, which surprises the Kizunagers to find out about this new information, as Togo and the Kizunagers were curious about who Kizuna Black is since he has obtained the black bond plate. The person revealed himself as Shuji, formerly known as the #1 bond-ki, and the #1 challenger, who tells the Kizunagers that he wants to be the #1 Kizunager to fight alongside them in their war against the Bansouenders. This made Togo happy that Shuji has turned over a new leaf after their last encounter, as he demands that Shuji should take Shuji's place as the newest member of the Kizunagers. Back at Shred Dawn, Jadrise and the other Ender mates were furious that Shuji has retrieved the black bond plate first and used it to become a part of the Kizunagers to help them create a new world, but the Bonded King was aware of the situation, but he doesn't mind it since he created the fake Bond-ki monster to make sure Shuji is ready to use its power to become Kizuna Black, as it's all part of the Bonded King's plan to wipe out the Kizunagers for good. Back at the Kizunager secret base, Shuji bids farewell to Togo and his friends as he hands over his Kizuna brace and bond plate to Professor Pythagoras and welcomes Shuji to be his replacement to help the other Kizunagers defeat the Bansouenders and create a new world. So now Shuji exits the base and heads home to pack his things to join his family in their mission to defend the world from wars, as Togo and the Kizunagers are happy to have Shuji to be part of the team. But they aren't aware that the black bond plate is slowly corrupting Shuji's mind as it awakens back his dark bond energy.